Citizens of ancient Egypt, welcome back to Pharaoh, a new era, and we are beginning a brand new playthrough of this game, and it's not just going to be the original Pharaoh, it's not going to be the original Pharaoh, a new era. This is like a second era of the new era, because this game is now modded and changed up, and it's maybe still not to everyone's liking, but for the remake of the game, the modding community has improved quite a lot. And as we go through this playthrough, the mods may change, they may be improved, because these things take time, and as we play through the game, that would take time. So Pharaoh, a new era is continuing in progress, and we're gonna click to start the game. You may notice a few differences already on the YouTube description. I will put some notes on the mods and the changes that we've made. But we will be starting a whole new playthrough, playing the game. I recreated a family, so this is brand new, and I can click on Campaign and begin a new campaign in Pharaoh, a new era, modded.
It is said that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So may the story of a great nation begin with one dream. The Red Land has given birth to such a dream. Clans of nomads carry it in their heart, across the immeasurable desert and into the land of Egypt.
We have even modded in the original cinematics. So thank you so much to Sajuk for helping set all of this up. I'm not entirely sure of every single change the mods have made, but the pre-dynastic period, 3500 to 3050 BC. Your family begins a pre-dynastic period leading a small band of nomads through their discovery of the arts of civilization. Your leadership helps to set Egypt on its course to eventual greatness, still glimpsed only dimly. Nubt. A village is born. 6 meager shanties, the first ever mission in Pharaoh, a new era modded. Here we go. Beginning a new city building playthrough. Isn't this great?
Welcome to ancient Egypt, land of the pharaohs. Here you'll participate in the history of one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever seen. In an epic story that spans more than 15 centuries and 24 generations. You must lead one family, generation by generation, from its earliest beginnings in Egyptian prehistory, through the dawn of civilization, to the establishment of a unique and powerful empire and beyond. Our story begins more than 5,000 years ago, along the banks of the Nile River in an area known as Nubt. Here, a small confederacy of clans struggles to eke out an existence in the harsh environment. With you at its head, your family leads this small settlement.
The music in Pharaoh is so epic. We're just making 6 meager shanties, and yet, it is the beginning of a civilization. Humble beginnings. It's time to build our Egyptian empire. Look at this. Lovely. Lovely. Use the right panels to access construction tools. So, some of these maps have also been changed slightly to more represent the original Pharaoh maps and yet still be working in a new era. So these first earlier maps, because they are tutorial maps, they are mostly unchanged, but later on, some of the maps may look slightly different. Familiar and recognizable, especially if you've played the original, but if you've only played a new era, some of these maps may be somewhat altered. Let's place our first new housing, following the instructions. We need to build roads, no worries. We can do this. We are city building pros. The Kingdom Road, I know how that works. Watch immigrants arrive until your city grows to 200 inhabitants.
I'm new here. I wonder what the city will offer to a person like me.
I mean, a number of things are also tweaked visually. You may notice things looking more vibrant or sharper or anything because we've got some filters running. Oh, there's one of my favorite things in games. Cloud shadows. When cloud shadows first were added into games, I just loved them so much right from the start. And now a lot of games are just adding in some cloud shadows. 100 people, population milestone. I like how the instructions actually say watch immigrants arrive until you're just watch them. Just watch them. Zoom in and watch them if you want. Yeah, you might notice some numbers and stuff up here change as well. We can bring up the nilometer. So some of these are changed. The text might all look somewhat better and more interesting because of font changes. Access to water. No worries. We need to build some wells. There we go. And evolve the houses until 250 inhabitants live in sturdy huts. How did they come up with the name Nubt? I assume it means something in Egyptian. I mean, most places are just called, like, literally what they were. It's like, what's that place called? It's called Hill. Why is it called Hill? It's on a hill. Hunting food. Yes, I remember. Hunting lodge. Workforce access. Yes. Good that they tutorialize all of this because people struggled understanding workforce access. I still get comments to this day from people saying, I've played Caesar 3 or Pharaoh for 20 years and I never knew how workforce access worked. Like, it's just something that people don't always understand. It's short for Noob Town. Nubt, because you're a noob. Bazaars and distribution. Bazaar, yes. The spawn and return point. Ambulomancy. The system created by Simon Bradbury for Caesar 3. Who I have interviewed and asked, did you know you're creating a whole new type of game? And he was like, no, we made Caesar 3 from the ground up in like 11 months. We didn't have much time to think about anything at all. We just made what felt fun. Why are there different spawn and return points for buildings? Is that some kind of mechanical genius? Is it to so that the experts could figure out how to do forced walker techniques? I asked. Why do walkers spawn and return to different points? Well, before they made it like that, the walkers all seemed very predictable and samey, so we just set a different return point so they kind of walk differently. That's it. Firehouse. This setup is kind of weird. I'm gonna extend this road a bit. Do we have engineers post yet? Architects post, sorry. There we go. Let's do that. Access to clean water. Yes. Let me extend this road. Boom. And we're gonna get some water supply. Have at it. Ah. Starting town looking good. Looking good. Here you are playing the remaster with global workforce. I might opt for changing to global workforce. In a new era, you can just swap whether you have worker seekers or global workforce. I might go based on the mood of the day, but starting out, we're gonna just have the worker seekers. Did I replace all the new music with the old music? Yes! Good ear. We've got the old music, the original music playing. Priests predict the city will be blessed with a perfect inundation in the coming year. You do enjoy when a creator of something, be it games, movies, art, etc., just like, yeah, I didn't put that much thought into it. I just did what felt right. A lot of people like to attribute to the Impressions games some kind of deeper meaning. And most of the time, having spoken to the creator of Caesar 3, and technically the creator of Caesar 1 and 2 as well, why'd you do it? Seemed fun. Why'd you do that? Looked good. The game music is being drowned out a little bit, yes, because all the other sounds are kind of loud, so I think I will go ahead and boost up the music there. Did I confirm those settings? Audio. Yes, confirm.
Well done. By filling your people's bellies with nourishing food and protecting their homes from fire and collapse, you have helped this fledgling civilization take its first step on the long road of history.
Victory! In the first mission in Pharaoh A New Era, a modded playthrough. The second era, you may say. This is gonna be a long journey. We have taken our first step into this new world. And I'm excited to see how the changes make the game feel. And if you have any particular questions about the game, you can ask down below. Also, if you want to get any game, you can use the GOG Referral Link and get any game on GOG, and it helps support the channel. Thank you so much. Or join the Patreon, where we have some more exclusive Let's Plays, because they don't always work so well on YouTube these days. If you want a SimCity 2000 Let's Play, where I go from nothing to everything, that's on Patreon, along with some free videos if you want those as well. Thank you so much for checking that out. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this video, but we've got so much more. So click the button on the screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video.
The Pharaoh is the heart of Egypt. The land is its body, and the people are its blood. One day you will rule Egypt, my son. Your armies will thunder across the boundless desert. And it shall tremble beneath them, as it shook beneath the pounding feet of the countless men who toiled in the burning sun to build your grandfather's eternal resting place. He was Egypt, just as I am Egypt, and as you will be Egypt. His face is my face, and your face. His strength, our strength, for his blood runs in our veins. He labored a lifetime to build this monument, which now watches over us. And when it was complete, so too was his life complete. Yet even as my father was taken by Anubis, a new life came forth. And as your grandfather was bound in fine linen, so were you wrapped in swaddling clothes. And a new day dawned for Egypt. In time, each pharaoh must heed the call of Osiris and embark on a final journey to the immortal realm. For when the day of Pharaoh's reign is at an end, so the night of his eternal sleep begins. While he slumbers undisturbed, so shall Egypt endure